Hello, everyone. Welcome to the. Wait, did I say fifth? Hello, everyone. Welcome to the fifth episode of Freshman Fundamentals. Today we're going to be talking about crap. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the fifth episode of Freshman Fundamentals. Today we're going to be talking about sound concept, what it is, why you need it, and how to develop it. If you've ever blindfolded yourself to take a swing at a piñata, you know that not being able to see your target makes it a little bit harder to hit. As musicians, sometimes we do this same thing. We're playing a bit of a game of musical piñata if we're trying to aim at a goal that we can't really see. What is that goal, you might ask? Well, that's our sound concept. So if you stop for just a second and try and visualize what the best possible sound on your instrument is, that right there in your head is a sound concept. It's an ideal that you can shoot for. So, sound concept can be very broad, kind of like the exercise that we just did, or it can be very specific. How exactly do I want those two notes in this excerpt to sound? A sound concept guides our music making and our technique, but too often as instrumentalists, we find ourselves playing after the right notes and rhythms and articulations without any sort of broader goal in mind. If you were with us in the last Freshman Fundamentals episode, you know that the focus while you're performing should be on your ideal sound. And if you haven't checked that episode out yet, there will be a link to it at the end of the video. The reason it's so important to have this ideal is that it gives us a goal to compare ourselves against. Too often as musicians, we try and technique the music out of our instrument, and it just never works. Plus, if we don't have a really clear idea of what we want something to sound like, our practice can meander, simply because we don't know the specific things that we want to be different. So you might be saying, okay, I know that I need a sound concept, but I'm finding it really hard to hear anything in my head while I'm playing. How do I develop a sound concept? And this one actually has a pretty simple answer. Listen. Listen to as much as you can, as often as you can. As many styles, as many different time periods. Listen a lot to the music that you're studying, and also music that you're not studying, music that you just enjoy. With the music that you are studying, find many recordings of it. YouTube is great for this. But if you have a favorite performing artist or two, go and check out their websites, because they might have recordings of it too. There do come times where finding recordings of things can become difficult. I like to use hickeys.com. Yes, the place where you buy the music. Because on the purchasing page, they usually have a list of all of the most popular recordings of a specific piece. You can learn a lot about a piece of music by just immersing yourself in other people's performances of it. And while that immersion in the music that you're studying is important, don't forget to check out other recordings too. Don't just listen to recordings of your own instrument. As Dr. Thompson said in our third episode of Freshman Fundamentals, you can learn from everything. So find some singers you like. Find your favorite violinist or your favorite French horn player. Just find musicians that you like that are clearly making musical statements. It's nice to throw on this music while you're just preparing dinner or commuting somewhere, but also make sure that you dedicate some time. Sit down with a really nice stereo system or your favorite pair of headphones, and maybe even grab the score to some of these pieces. Turn off your phone and just let yourself sink into the music. Try and listen to it the way that you might read your favorite book or watch your favorite TV show or movie. Try and catch every little detail and nuance and stay right there in the moment with the performer. This act of engaging with the music is called active listening. This is definitely going to take some mental energy, and if you haven't done it before, you might not be sure exactly what to listen for. If that's the case, just listen through the piece once, just trying to keep your mind quiet and focused. And then after that, listen to it again, but ask yourself some questions. The first question being, do you like it? This is a simple but important question that will really help you define your tastes. You're not trying to figure out what your teachers like or what your peers like or what academia likes. It's what do you like? Take some time to figure it out. There's a lot of recorded music out there, so there's bound to be some stuff that you'll love, there's bound to be some stuff that you'll hate, and there's going to be a lot in the middle. The second question you can ask yourself is, what do I like about it? Or don't like about it? Once you've figured out your opinion on something, push a little bit deeper. What are the things that you're reacting to? Is this recording interpreted a little bit quick for you? Or is the way that the soprano is holding onto that E just past the bar line really speaking to you? When you notice these things, it gives you very tangible techniques that you can add into your playing or avoid in your playing. The third question that I would ask is, how does this relate to other things I've listened to? Does this recording kind of sound like anything else that you've listened to? What are the specific things that make it sound similar? Defining these things in your mind will help create categories and actually make future listening easier and more enjoyable. With all these questions you're asking yourself, it might be a good idea to keep some kind of listening journal. You don't have to write an essay about every piece, but try and put some of these thoughts that you're having down into words. Doing this is going to challenge you to have a concrete opinion about the music you're listening to, rather than just passively listening. Besides recordings, live performance will help you develop a sound concept even more. I always find it so much easier to engage with live performers than it is with a recording. Watching someone create right in front of you is just inherently more engaging than just seeing the product. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of really good recordings out there, but nothing lives up to live performance, in my opinion. So, hopefully, we can get back to that at some point. Speaking of hearing players live, having a private lesson teacher can also really help develop your sound concept, especially if they play for you a lot in your lessons. A teacher can point out aspects of sounds that you might have never thought to listen for in recordings, or even your own playing. If you're wondering, I do teach lessons, and they're organized through an online platform called TakeLessons.com. If you're interested, I'll have a link down there in the description. But while having a teacher can be extremely beneficial, they can't do it all for you. Getting your head down to study some of the amazing music that's out there is necessary to developing your own sound concept. Let me know down in the comments what some of your favorite recorded music is, and hopefully we'll point some newcomers to some of the best recordings out there. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please hit the like button, and please don't forget to subscribe. I'll be back next Monday with another episode, so don't miss it, and thanks again for watching. Doing this is going to challenge you to have a concrete opinion about some challenging. Doing this is going to challenge you. Let me know down in the comments what some of your favorite recordings are, and let me know down in the comments what some of your favorite recording. What is that sound? That'd be louder.